Go live. You just hit the button.
Hi everybody, I'm Chris Dufresne. How was your Christmas, and Happy New Year to you all. I'm so happy to be back here. We're just going to wait patiently for some people to join, and if you guys like what you see, can you please share it? And if you really like, you can become a subscriber. And I just want to thank you to all your members, all the members out there, for the donations. That's what keeps this channel going and keeps getting out in the reserves of all my mother's videos and getting that up and running. So we're excited about that. We got some cool stuff coming out for you members. So, stay in that. We still got that, what do you call it? I can't think of it now.
Describe it. I'll help you out.
Okay, it's where you look for everything. You try to find everything.
Scavenger hunt.
What?
Scavenger hunt.
Scavenger hunt. Boy, that was on the tip of my tongue. Okay, so I just want to thank you guys for this. I hope you guys are going to have a good year, because it's going to be a fantastic new year. Absolutely fantastic year, 2021. And that's pretty much straight across the board. But it is a good time to have a reading, to get a checkup, to see what things are. If you want, I'm here. But look at all those hearts. Hi, Sarah. Hi, Maureen. Hi, Betty. Hi, Dory Linda. Oh, look at, hi, member. Hi, Wanda. Hi, Ducky 2. That's hard to forget. Hi, Kelly Davis. Sarah, hello. Those are members. Is Lizzie, hi. That's another member. Look at all you members. We're like one big happy family. And you can certainly join the family if you want by being a member. It's always an option. Let's answer a question, Chris. Or do you have any announcements first? Or
Nope, I don't.
No? Okay, let's do questions.
AR says, "Hi Chris, will I receive good treatment for my ears?"
Well, yeah, but I think you know this. I think you're saying it to me, and I'm agreeing with you. I think there's going to be about 4 different times that you go in for this. And I think by the finishing of the 4th time, I think it'll feel a whole lot better. And that's a whole lot better. So I'd say improvement, maybe 60, 65% in comparison to where you're at now. That's huge. That's great.
Ladybug says, "Am I going to get a raise in my job?"
No, but you're still going to have your job. And I would still stay at your job, because you do well, you make well, and be happy with this. I want to do one thing, though. For the donations or the super chats, they do come in. I want to make sure you understand that it is a donation to the channel. It doesn't mean that you're going to get your question answered. We do try to answer all the questions. But I think what the super chat things do is it comes up in a different color or something like that on your video, and it just kind of blinks at us. So it's more often that we'll answer that. But we're going to answer super chats, non-super chats. But basically, the super chats are donations. So we just want to make sure, because sometimes I'll read through my comments, "Chris, I donated," or "I did this," and I didn't get the question answered. We apologize, but it's no guarantee you're going to get your question answered.
J Music says, "Do you ever see me beating my depression?"
Well, I mean, you have kind of a double whammy where you have depression on both sides, okay? So you need to be, if this was me, I would be going through it with the conventional doctors and the medication, and I would be addressing it holistically in both counts, and making sure that my nutrition is where it is and my exercise where it is, to build your stamina up, which will be more motivation. So talking to someone for you is key, because you'll be able to vent it all out. Doing those things, beat it, you're going to have it till you pass in this lifetime. You got a long lifetime. But you'll be able to handle it, and you'll be able to control it where it doesn't control you. So there'll be some good days and bad days, much more good days and bad days there. I will say you're very much of a survivor fighter, because you've had a nightmare year. And there's where I'm going, 2020, nightmare year. Now that we're in 2021, it's going to be a better year. And still, you guys out there, please keep your social distancing and wear your masks and things like this, because, this COVID does end, but then there's other COVIDs that are going to be coming in, but there'll be vaccines for that. So there's no need to panic. So
Samantha says, "Are good things coming my way over the next couple of months?"
Well, I don't see that there's anything out of the ordinary coming your way over the next 8 weeks. But there's certainly nothing bad happening. I'm not seeing any red flags of anything, of no accidents, illnesses, crisis, diseases, anything like this. So in that type of respect. I think you have more of a quiet 2 months, but quiet is good. It's kind of like no mail is good mail.
Carrie says, am I going to have a baby? And if so, is it going to be healthy?
Definitely, I believe you have a baby. I don't think it'll be for over a year and a half's time. Yes, I believe it'll be healthy. And I believe that you will go to the doctors and you will do everything under the sun to making sure that you and the baby are perfectly healthy. And I can't say how good that is. I think that's doing it all right. I know that you're running out of patience with this. I know your hormones are going kaboom, kaboom, kaboom. And I'm a man, so I don't know what that's about. But please try to do the best you can to put this out of your mind and not worry about it, even as difficult as that sounds. Because stress does play a part in everything. Positive does breed on positive, as we know, as negative can breed on negative. And just put it out on your mind. And if I was in your position, I'd say, God, I'm putting this in your hands. And you'll get pregnant. Not that second, but you know what I mean.
Sounder fan says, hi Chris, I'm worried about my dad's mental and physical health. Will he pull through this year and be okay?
Well, I mean, let's just be cut to the chase. I don't think your dad said anything positive probably in his whole lifetime. And you know that he doesn't speak very positive about anything. So you just have to know what he's about and what he's going to say and what he's going to do, and just prepare yourself ahead of time for that. And the negativity should go in one ear and out the other, because he's not capable of being positive, especially around you, because for some reason he's chosen you to vent and kind of lay it all out on. If you ask other family members, they don't go through what you go through, so you're the lucky one, right? But it's not being the black sheep, it's just being the responsible one with broad shoulders. So you got to look at it like that. But don't let your father upset you with the negative things he says, because if that's true, you're going to be upset every second you talk to him, and that's not right. You just prepare yourself for it and go in and say, it's just my dad, and just let it go.
Rob K says, will my best friend come to me with the truth?
No, not unless you kind of probe towards it. If you probe towards it, absolutely, I think you can dig it out of them. But that's more or less what it's going to kind of be, because they just want things to just settle down, go away, and not have to talk about anything. And you're one of those people that don't forget nothing, and you've got to get it out so that it feels better. So you got to dig for it a bit. I'm just paying attention to my glasses, and if I don't have my glasses, it's just like a blur. I don't know, for some reason I like to talk with my glasses off. I know that that's not important. How long have you been wearing glasses for?
Forever.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know how long I have. I think the last 3, maybe a little bit longer. Still can't get used to it, but I'm not doing that surgery either. Would you ever do that LASIK surgery?
That's a tough question.
Oh, hell no. Someone coming in with a little thing like this, not gonna happen.
Like, it's safe.
I don't care. Just the idea that they're holding your eyeball open and they're doing that thing around.
If they could put me to sleep.
No. I get tired legs just thinking about that.
If they could put me to sleep, I feel like I'd be interested in it. But doing it awake, absolutely not.
I have carpal tunnel really bad. And they tested me for it, and I was getting ready to go into surgery. And it's a 15-minute surgery. And they actually tie off your arm, so it's a bloodless surgery.
Yeah, tourniquet.
Yeah, and they just cut the blood flow, and then they go into your wrist, and they make a little incision, and they open up the nerve, and they do whatever clean out they're going to do. And then after 10 days, your hands are supposed to be perfectly fine.
I've had it.
And after bodybuilding for 25 years, this is a big side effect they say that bodybuilders get, which now I know. I used to think it was not really all that real until now I got it. And now we know it is, but I was sitting out there, and I was in the parking lot, and I was going to do the surgery, and I just turned into a big wimp. Because I wanted to be put to sleep. And the doctor was nice. He didn't want to charge me extra money, and I'm thinking, hell no, you're not going to be strapping me down and going through everything that's going to happen while you're doing what you're doing. I don't want to know. I said, just get me in a wheelchair, give me the happy medication, roll me in there, do what they're going to do, roll me out, leave me in the parking lot, and I'll find my way back to the car and get home. So I'm sitting there in the parking lot thinking, I'm not going to be put to sleep, and I chickened out and I drove away.
I've had it done.
Hold on. And by chicking out and driving away. Oh, you have. I'll talk to you about that in a second. By chicking out and driving away, then I felt bad. So I called. And they were so upset with me because they had to get the surgery center and they had to do all this kind of stuff. So they won't now do the surgery. So now it's summertime and I'm thinking, I'm not going to go through those electro tests and this and that and the other because I don't want to be like this with both hands. And hey, how do you go to the bathroom, okay? How do you go? You know, I'm very personal, very shy about that. So I'd probably have to do one hand at a time now I think about it. So I just haven't gone back to do it. So you've had that done? Tell me about it. The good side of it.
It actually wasn't that bad.
Okay. Did you do both hands? Did you do one hand? What happened?
Both hands.
Okay.
So I went in. They did the surgery. They had a mask for me.
Wait a minute. Did you go to sleep?
No.
Oh, see, I'm going to sleep. How many people would do any type of surgery if you had the option of going to sleep or stand up? What would you do? I'm going to sleep.
It actually was kind of cool.
Oh.
Like,
don't tell me you're one of those people that wanted the video and you wanted to watch it afterwards because I'll just vomit right here.
No.
Okay.
I watched live.
You what?
Yeah.
You watched it as they're doing it?
Yeah.
Oh, there's no way. You know, one time, oh my God, I was doing some blood or something like that. Actually, I went in for a complete physical. And when I went in there, I was looking over at one of these machines. My mustache is itching my face so bad right now. Or actually my beard. I went in there and I'm like, what's that machine right there? And they're all, oh, that's a heart cardio something or something. I said, oh, that's cool. Why don't you let me check that out? And he's like, oh, I think it was like your age, Chris. I was like 21, 22 years old. I'm all, just hook me up. Let's just see what it goes. And so the doctor hooked me up. And he's all, see it, damn it? I'm all, what? See what, damn it? He's all, we get around playing around with this stuff and we found something. I'm all, we found something. Found what? And so he sends me to do this stress test at this place where I'm running up like a treadmill up straight here and then doing down and all this type of stuff. They're sending me home with this stuff that's stuck on me overnight. I'm like freaking out like I'm dying. And this is like at your age, you know. I could see it at my age and I, you know, be more understanding. But, you know, 20, 21, I'm thinking, they're running me on this treadmill. I'm sweating buckets. And then they put me over on this chair, and they got this, you know, like where you find babies, those little ultrasound things, and they're looking at this, and he's like, what's that? Is that good or bad? Tell me what that means. You know, it's like, shit. And so I went through it all. It took me about a week to get my results after I had they thought it was my heart. Then they think it was my heart. Then they thought it was the nerves around my heart. And then it turns out to whatever damn machine he was looking at, was not calibrated correctly. So they got me on a different machine and everything worked fine. Kind of like a speeding ticket. If they don't calibrate that radar, you can beat the ticket. I have beaten a couple like that. Well, with my truck, I don't know if I've ever told this, but I have oversized tires. I'm like a 6-inch lift and I think 35-inch tires. Man, I was speeding down the road. And I know I was speeding. I probably shouldn't say this, but it's the truth. And I was going, I think, 45 miles an hour, not 35 or something. I was going 10 miles an hour. So I get this ticket, and so you know, I have kind of a lot of speeding tickets, you know. So I couldn't handle anymore. So I got my lawyer, and they said, well, you know, go in and get your speedometer calibrated. So I went to this shop and paid X, Y, and Z money, and then they had calibrated my speedometer to the back rotation of my wheels, which I didn't know anything about. And it turns out that I think my speedometer was 7 or 8 miles over the fact. But because that cost me a couple $100, the judge was so cool and so kind. He says, well, I can see that you did this trouble to try to rectify the problem. It got me out of the ticket. So I was very pleased about that because insurance, as we well know, will go through the roof. So
that was a funny story.
I have funnier ones, but we're going to keep it PG.
I'll talk to you about those afterwards.
Hi, Kelly Higgins.
So we have a lot of questions to go through. Rebecca says, today is my 40th birthday.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Mine's February 19th. Is coming quick.
Mine's in July, and I feel the exact same way.
Quick. Are you kidding me? You're not even old enough to be my kid.
I'm younger than your son.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are younger than my son.
She says,
hey, we got some good members joining up. Thank you. We love you. Welcome to the family. Go ahead and ask me the question.
She says, curious if I've charted a kinder soul in my love life and when will we meet here on Earth?
You will, but with COVID, it's almost impossible. So we add time to the COVID. That gives us about 9, maybe 10 months. Get out and activate. You've got a hell of a personality. You're funny as the day long. You're a great person to be around. Shoot, you're the life of everything. So 9 months, you'll meet them, and you'll clearly know it because we all know when that connection's there. And that's the thing. If the connection's there, it just doesn't work. If you don't have a connection, why is my thing doing that circle thing? Am I stuck? I'm frozen.
No, it's fine.
Okay. This looks frozen to me.
Yeah. Kara says, will our fertility treatments work?
Eventually, yes. I think it'll take probably 3 times to work. And if you don't want to put your body through that, I understand. But I think you may go this route and also adopt. So I think you'll get the best of both worlds. So congratulations with that.
Mary says, when will I finally meet my long-term romantic man?
Long-term romantic man, in my words, that would be like a lifetime mate or a marriage. That will be about 2 years and 1 month. And here we go again. You got to activate. You're not going to meet anything or anybody online. Forget that. And just get out to meet people. Take classes in college and go to church and get out and eat and things like that. But right now, come on, with COVID, keep your social distancing as we all should do. I have literally only left my house for 3 times. I probably shouldn't say why, but I'll tell you guys. For a chocolate chip shake at 31 flavors. I love those things. And it's right down the hill from my house. And for some reason, if I drink a Slurpee, I get the worst cold, cold headaches where you're just like, ah! You just, what's happening here? You're frozen. But for some reason, when it comes to like a chocolate chip milkshake, by the time I'm climbing the hill, it's like large. It's like this large, and it's already gone. See, my mouth is watering just thinking about it now. In case you guys haven't known, I've gained all my weight back. So I'm hiding my chubby cheeks with my Santa Claus looking beard.
Mom X4 says, hi Chris, will this be a better year for me?
Well, yes, for you personally, and better year altogether for all of us. Yes, so that's good. Your finances are going to be better because you're not going to be spending as much. So good for you. Just you're going to be more so acutely paying attention to only getting what you need, not just going in and getting all kinds of stuff. So that's good.
Excuse me. Tank3 says, hi Chris, I'm ready to sign.
Wait a minute. Here's Izzy708. Is my husband on his last life? Yes, thank God. And you are too. But you already know that because I've talked to you about it.
Tank3 says, hi Chris, I'm ready to sign a rental home at least for my son, and I just want to ask if I will financially be able to make it. No. I'm scared to make such a big commitment.
No, don't do it. I'm sorry to cut you off. Yeah. Don't do it because you'll put yourself in financial ruins. So let them stay at the house.
No. It's for their son and them, and they need to move.
I understand. Okay. Let me say it a different way. Get a smaller place and keep him with you. Okay? A smaller place, less money, less expense. Don't overdo it right now.
Leia says, what is the best way for me to lose weight? Like best program?
I would say I would go with kind of like the Atkins diet, except I would add, which is a high protein diet, I would do more veggies and making sure I got everything in there really balanced and making sure that you're eating the small meals, 3 meals a day, and getting off everything but water. And maybe once in a while some juice here and there, but getting away from any type of carbonational drinks. And even if you're into coffee, I'd get off that. Anything basically related to caffeine. And I think you'll get your stamina up and start exercising a lot more and being better. So I think it's great.
Brittany says, when will the adoption of my boys be finalized?
Oh, it'll be definitely this year. I would say probably May, June. So congratulations. I think that's fun. And do you think that you got them enough things? I mean, my gosh, where does all your stuff go? It looks like a big, well, hey, they're only little for so long. I did the same thing with my 2, so I can't say that. Congratulations.
Mom says, will my youngest son find true love and get out of his on again, off again relationship?
No, He's not going to do that because he really loves this individual, and that individual is a bit of a nightmare. Don't bite your nails on this. They're going to kind of do what they're doing for about almost another 2 years. And then I think he'll find somebody very special in his life and really be in love and really be happy. So it will eventually come. Have patience. But you don't have to worry because this is not marriage material or anything like that, because you can't stand that person.
Larissa says, can you tell me a date when my boyfriend and I will get our own house?
Date. Okay. That would be the very tail end of 2022 in the month of October.
Kristen says, how will my health and finances be come 2021?
Well, you've gone through all kinds of crap this year, and that's ended. And I think you have a little bit of a floating year in the health department, that is. And that's good because all the major organs look healthy and clear. You have fatigue. It's not chronic fatigue or fibromyalgia, but you have fatigue. And there's a bit of depression because you're coming out of a little bit of a desert period. But you're going to float this year with health, which means nothing's really tremendously bad at all. So you're not dying anytime soon. So get out there and exercise and do your thing, keeping your social distancing as we have. And I just want to thank everyone for the donations once again. And just because you're donated on Super Chat, it doesn't mean we're guaranteed we're going to ask your question, because I got a couple of comments in my comment section saying, I donated this, and you never answered my question, Chris. I'm sorry we didn't get to it. Blame that, Chris. Don't blame me. But we're answering everything that we can. But it is a donation to the channel. It doesn't guarantee the question gets answered. And if you're concerned about it, don't push that button or whatever it is.
Karina says, 2021, what can I look forward to this year?
That's a reading. Okay, so you're going to have to be a little bit more specific in the questions that we're answering, because I can't take half an hour with you. I can if you book a reading, but I have to try to get to as many people as I can here. So be more specific with your questions.
So there actually is some more specifics. Do you want to hear them?
Yep.
She wants to know if she's on the right path.
Yes, I believe that you are on the right path. It's going to start picking up the pace. Timeline on that is now.
DC says, Chris, my uncle died recently. Do you think it's fair that his son is putting it on me to pay for the cremation?
Of course not. And it isn't fair. And, here's the bottom line. He's not going to give any money towards it. So, you're stuck with it. I'm sorry. But you're a good person with a good heart. But I wish I could tell you something different, but my heart goes out to you. Sorry for your loss. But did make it home to heaven in a much better place.
Veronica says, will my son do good with the new supervisor job that they offered him?
He's concerned about it, but a little bit of nerves is not a bad thing. And I think he's going to do great, because if you could see him getting ready, I mean, he's very proud. He's very proud, and I'm proud of him too. Okay, so it's all a good thing, really, truly.
Dawn says, do you think I'm going to be able to get a used or new car?
I believe you're going to get a used one, but I think you're going to get close to new, so it'll only be, maybe a year or a couple years old, or maybe it'll be a demo on a lot that they used it. So I think you'll take it to one of those diagnostic centers, and I think everything will check out. I think it'll be a fantastic car, and you'll love it. Besides, you miss all them damn premium prices anyways, for God's sakes. Hi, Sarah Brooks. She's a member. What's her question? Can you see it?
It says, do you see my husband and I moving out of the city we live in or buying another property in the future?
I believe you'll move out of the city that you live in, so that would conclude that you're buying another property, but I think you'll be doing it in about a year. Yes.
Kelly Davis says, why are my lips hurting? Am I exercising too much?
I've never heard that question before. No. There is a little bit of tingling and a little bit of a numbing sensation. I think it's some type of allergy or allergic thing that you have rubbed on your face. Try to think if you put a mask on, or you put makeup, or you're using some type of lipstick. even if it's not on a daily consistent basis, that's where it's coming from. It's an allergy that your skin's freaking out with. Let me say this. If you guys ever remember my mom on Montel Williams, or going back as people are talking, my mom would always do this with her fingers, always around her cuticles like this. She would do this all the time. I'm looking at myself to see the delay. And she would do this all the time, or she'd be like this. And the reason being for that is my mom was highly allergic to acrylic. But if anybody knows Sylvia, like I know her, which is pretty damn good, that with her nails, those were her real nails, by the way. They were not fake nails. They're just acrylic over them to make them hard. And it would be cankering her cuticles all the way around, but she loved her nails so much, she dealt with it. As, people deal with different things.
Jennifer just joined as a member.
Hey, Jennifer, welcome to the family. I had like 2 of my clients this week and one of my son's friend, and I actually think one of my friends, Chris, dye your beard. I'm like, I have that on my channel. Go look at it. No, not the Smurf beard. Okay, well, what do you want me to do? You want me to go black? You want me to go white? I'm not going to be like a skunk, so pick one or the other. I'm not going to do anything with my beard. I guess I'm not that vain. It's just the way that I am. I'm just leaving it the way I am. I mean, I'm bald too. I'm not going to get hair plugs, and I'm not going to do what do you call those hair extensions? Well, you got to have something to tie to up there. I don't think they'd have too much luck with my 11 hairs up there. I got tired of dealing with it. In fact, I'm getting ready to shave again. Sorry, just thought you guys want to know that. Look at all these. Thank you. You're welcome.
Jennifer says, "Why did I survive the tree accident?"
Okay, wait a minute. There's a Jennifer. Speak 'em, please. Please help me.
That's who I'm talking about.
Okay, what?
She says, "Why did I survive the tree accident?" There were some other details that I can't quite find, but
here's the thing. I mean, why does somebody, make it through a burning fire? Why does somebody come in quadriplegic? Why does somebody live to the age of 20? And why does somebody live to the age of 80? It's our chart. It's our blueprint. It's our contract. And we say, you don't think my mother, Sylvia, and I have not sat back and said, what the hell are we doing being a mother and son psyche? Please give me a break, okay? Come on. And there's been quite a few things I would change in my contract. I'm thinking, I must have been a friggin' idiot over there on the other side charting some of this stuff. But don't get me wrong, I love my job, love what I do. I'm very fortunate, very, very grateful, very grateful. So that's why. It's you decided to put that in your chart. Now, keep in mind, most experienced souls, being that technically this is your last lifetime, so I'll give you that. Most experienced souls chart in the harder, more difficult lives to go through and endure. Why? Because the young souls can't handle it. Like Sylvia, like my mother would say, Chrissy, you can't be a sissy and get older. It doesn't go hand in hand with each other. I still can't get that out of my mind. How my friends are saying, Chris, you can't make a positive channel work. They only want to hear about car accidents and this and that and the other. And I was trying to find, for the life of me, I keep going through this, a positive channel, so I couldn't find it, so I came up with one. But you guys are with me. We're a family, and we're gonna make this work. And with donations, it's making it so it makes it work. I think if those donations weren't coming, it would be really hard because, putting up my mother's stuff has to go through like 5 different stages, and getting Chris here and you should see this room. You only see the part with me in it, but
there's probably $2,000 worth of gear in here.
I don't know. I just got a lot. I don't know what the money is on it, but I got just lights every which way from Sunday. So, okay. So who's next?
DeVito, producer, says, "How will I meet my natural blood family?"
Yes. Be careful what you wish for. You're not going to get much out of it. So, I think you're going to do it because of curiosity. I don't blame you. I'm not disagreeing with that, but come from the understanding of knowing that it's gonna come from you to keep this going. As long as it comes from you to keep this going, we're cool, we're fine. As long as you don't expect any more than that, we're in good shape.
Kelly Higgins, the one who I thought said lips hurting, she was actually talking about her hips.
Well, there's something going on with her face. And their hips, there's arthritic. That's arthritis with the hips. And she has that through all of her joints. but she must take better care around her lips.
Wanda says, will my son be okay?
Yes, ultimately, absolutely yes.
And then we also got another member, Linda Weatherall. Or Weatherell, I guess.
What?
New member. Linda Weatherell.
Oh, wonderful. I think that's great. I think that's really great.
Janet says, will I ever find out the real reason that I lost my job?
No. And for some reason, I don't know why they're keeping it from me and not telling it. I think what it comes down to is there isn't a really good reason, because you do your job really well, but you're not going to get closure to that. I'm sorry.
Robin says, will I keep my job at Target?
I would say for the next 4 months you will. After that, I don't think it's going to be going too well.
It's Tanya says, did somebody help my son cross over? He passed very recently and didn't know many who passed before him.
Here's the thing. If you could snap your fingers or blink your eyes, that's how quickly he passed. So the tunnel is not that long. So while he went over there, he's had about 41 past lives. So with 41 past lives, I think he's done absolutely great. He's with his friends, his family, his loved one, his animals, and everything else. So we're in great, great shape. But listen, I want to thank everybody for tuning in, and God bless and stay uplifted. It's going to be a good year for all of us, and you guys take care and have a wonderful day. We'll see you again 3 o'clock Pacific Standard Time on Sunday. Take care. Bye-bye.